me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me.
What's good, besties? It's your girl Leighton G, back with another video. If y'all new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Click that subscribe button. So today, y'all, I've been putting this off for a while, but I'm gonna finally do it for you guys. I asked you guys questions literally like a month ago what to ask me, but today I'll be answering some uncomfortable questions that I normally wouldn't answer. So we're gonna be bold and brave today. Like the video, make sure you comment down below, tell me what you think of the video, tell me if you missed me, if you like my last video. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into this. This is the answers and questions y'all gave me. So I'm just gonna be reading some from like right here. Y'all went crazy. Like, I'm gonna make sure they're not too wild, because they can't be too wild. Like, y'all can't do me like that. All right, y'all. So the first question was, how was my past relationship? To be honest, I've had a couple of relationships. I would say I've had about like 3 serious relationships. And they were all when I was in like high school, but none of them really lasted longer than like 5 months. So to me at that time, that was like real relationships. But I would say like my past situationship lasted for almost like 3 years, and it was really toxic. It was just no good. It was just like somebody dealing with somebody just to do it, because neither of us had a title to each other. We were just always dealing with each other, but it was just not healthy at all. I had kind of like lost myself a little bit, just dealing with that situation. And then I finally moved, he moved, and yeah, like I got away. I wouldn't even say it like that, but you know, I had grown. When I had moved by myself, I had just grown as an individual and as a person, and just it's like when you grow, okay, it's like when you're in certain relationships and they're so toxic, you don't realize how bad they are until you're fully over it, and you look back and you're like, wow, like I can't believe I put up with this, I can't believe I dealt with this, I can't believe, like, you know what I mean, like it lasted this long. Like, you just kind of like, that's how you know you've grown, when you can look back at something and be like, wow, like the person I am today would never deal with that, you know. So yeah, it was crazy. But I will say I have grown in it, and it changed me, and it made me realize like what I want and what I didn't want in a person. And yeah, I don't really like to go too in depth into like past relationships, only because, you know, I'm already in a new relationship for like 2.5 years now, so it's no point to go in depth. But that's like a little skim over it. Are you ever nervous that when Kaiser grows up, the internet will impact his outlook on you? I mean, not necessarily, because I know that, you know, I treat him well, he's treated well, and he'll always have memories of like me being here and around, and like, you know, treating him good and stuff and equal. I think what worries me is, you know, I feel like at some point in general, you're just gonna have to have a talk with both of them, honestly, like Kaiser and Ocean, and just explain to them like what the internet is. And sometimes it does like kind of bother me, because I'm like, man, like, you know, when these kids grow up, they gonna see this stuff, and like, you know, eventually you're gonna have to be prepared to talk about uncomfortable situations. Personally, I know how I treat him, and I know he'll remember how I treated him and how I treat him in general. So I feel like he'll look at the internet and be like, I don't know what could happen in the future, but I feel like it wouldn't really affect him or anything. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. So say, what's your favorite sex position and why? I would say like riding. Like, getting on top is my favorite. It just like, it does pleasure for the man and it does pleasure for the female. Or I would say getting back shots. Like, I do like that one too. I like anyone, to be honest, but I can't lie, I like to be in control sometimes. Would you ever have a threesome? No, definitely not, especially not if I'm in a relationship. Like, probably no in general, but just like, I can't imagine me having a threesome with like my partner. I think like that's just something you do you're like in your 50s or 60s, and you just like, I've been together for 40+ years, and you're like, all right, let's have some fun. Like, I don't know, I can't really see me stepping out and like letting somebody in my relationship like that. How do you feel about being a stepmother? You know, I really enjoy it. Sometimes it's hard, like I can't even lie, it really is hard. And just like, you know, just the aspect of like, what's hard is having to deal with the internet, right? That's the hardest part, I can't lie, because being nice to him and being good to him and feeding him and treating him equal isn't hard for me. What's hard is like making sure whenever I'm doing something, I can include him as well The only thing that sucks is that you just never know when the internet is gonna be like this, and you're not the mom, and you're not this, and it's like, of course I'm not, but I'm also not gonna make him feel like he can't do something that Ocean could do with me. You know what I mean? So it's like hard, but it's not hard. Like, only thing that's hard is just having it in the public's eye. If it wasn't in the public's eye, it would be so much better. Like, I would be so much more comfortable, because a lot of the things is a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, only because it's like the naysayers, you know. But other than that, like, I love it. You know, I was a step kid, so I was treated well, raised well, loved correctly, and it's like I'm getting to experience a girl and a boy at the same time, so I truly do like it. How do you feel about King's family? You looked uncomfortable for Easter. I wasn't uncomfortable for Easter. I was actually very comfortable. I was happy that we got to spend time with them. There's no bad blood with them, honestly. They're just, you know, they're from Louisiana, so they're like 4 hours away. It's just like really different, because it's like I'm from the city, so I'm like used to like city life, and they're like from the country, so it's cool to be able to experience like just a whole different field of a family, you know. So do you regret having a child so early in your relationship? I don't regret having Ocean at all. And I don't regret having her early on in our relationship. I don't. I feel like everything happens for a reason. Like, we love each other unconditionally. Ocean made our bond even stronger. Like, you know, it's like when you have a kid, it's like you know that was going to be your kid for some reason. Like, I look at her all the time, and it's like I knew he was going to be my kid. Like, I knew I was going to have Ocean, you know? Like, it's truly just meant to be. And I can never say, like, I'm not one of those people like, oh, I regret this, because I really truly believe that God does everything for a reason. And what's in my path, and how me and King met, and you know, us having a kid kind of early on in our relation, it all happened for a reason. But I feel like we're gonna be together for a very long time. Like, we're gonna have many years to be able to explore each other. When the kids grow up, we're gonna be living life, they're gonna be watching each other, like, you know what I mean? I think it's a blessing. How do you truly feel about King's co-parenting relationship with Neek? No, I just feel like everybody's young, right? I feel like everybody's young, everybody's learning, everybody is growing, and I don't really have like anything crazy to say. I just feel like everybody's growing and everybody's learning, and it's a learning process, you know. We're all still young parents and trying to learn how to like align each other's life with each other, and I think that's all it is. Like, they're just trying to learn how to align each other's lives with each other, and they're just growing, you know. Like, I really don't think anything of it. I think they do really good compared to like a lot of other people out here. You know, there's people out here that have really bad co-parenting situations, and I think they're doing pretty good for their age, for the time they've been doing it, you know. Despite even the internet looking in on it, I feel like they're doing pretty good. Why do you think King hasn't married you yet? Honestly, I'm not too sure. Like, I feel like it will come over time, you know. I feel like it's gonna come. We talk about it often, but I'm not gonna be like, what day are you gonna marry me? Like, I feel like it's up to him. Like, when, you know, he feels like it's the time and moment, it will happen, and we just really going with the flow. How do you and Leighton Green know each other? I don't really know her. I just honestly know her. Okay, like, I used to listen to her music and stuff like that, like back in the day. I never realized that me and her kind of looked similar though, until like I was on the internet and everybody used to tag us in each other's stuff, and we just, yeah, we kind of just connected. It was like, you know, people just say that we look alike, so we just started following each other, and it just kind of be funny, because when I did have my gap and stuff, like, and I had my dark hair, like, we did kind of look alike. I'm like, what, you my long lost sister? Like, and then that, and like, she's on a mommy journey of like losing weight and stuff, so like, I really admire her for that, because, you know, a lot of people just take the easy way out, and just seeing her process and stuff, it's like, it's kind of like a motivating thing. Like, I'll see her story and I'm like, ooh, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's doing her thing, like, let me get on my shit. Like, it's like a motivating. Or she even told me before, like, she seen my story and it motivated her to get on her shit. So it's like really following mothers that are kind of like on the same page as you, or just like on the same journey as you. It's just cool. When you say you need coffee in videos, is it because you want to bring more energy? Yeah, I just be needing coffee every day, honestly, to survive, to have energy. Like, it's really bad, because I know coffee is like caffeine addiction and stuff, but being a mom is tiring. Like, I be wanting to take them naps, and I can't be taking naps, so coffee get me through the day. And, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to stay awake and live. When was the last time you seen your parent? The last time I seen my mom was in October. It's been a while, and I truly miss her. I keep saying this to King, like, I really miss my mother. Like, I want to go home so bad, but I really want her to come out here too. Like, she just hasn't came out here because she works for a lawyer's office, so it's hard for her to get time off, which I understand. And the last time I seen my father was October as well, actually. I didn't really get to like talk to him, but I had dropped off a present. He had COVID at the time. I was supposed to hang out with him, but he had COVID, so I just had to drop off a present at where he lives, and we got to like wave to each other, and he seen the baby from afar. That's the like last time I seen both my people. Do you see yourself growing old with King? I do. I see us like living this old life together. I just see us. I do. Like, there's not really much to say, but I do. I see us bickering when we're older. I see the kids. I see us having big family events. Like, both of our families are kind of small, so we be just saying like we want a big family. Like, we want to have big Thanksgivings and big Christmases and all that stuff. So I can see that when we're older, having all the kids come and, you know, just a blended family, really. Somebody said, where does your confidence come from? Honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my God, I'm like always confident and I never care what nobody says. Like, there's definitely times I care what people say about me. You know what I mean? I feel like that's normal. I'm human. Like, that's life. That's anybody. But most of the time, I feel like how I just stay so strong is just like knowing who I am as a person, knowing I'm beautiful inside and out, knowing like, you know, I have good intentions with everything I do. That's just what keeps my confidence high. Somebody said, why don't you have rhythm? Why can't you ever dance on beat? I don't know. Like, God just didn't bless me with that skill in life. Like, I really wish he did, because I'll be out here dancing my little butt off. But he didn't. He did not bless me with rhythm. He blessed me with a voice, and the only rhythm I have is dancing to Spanish music. Like, other than that, I'm just not a dancer, and I don't care. Like, I wish I was, but I'm not. So what are you most proud of about yourself? I think the most thing I'm proud of myself, knowing the path that I'm on. You know, like, I could have went a whole different way in life. Like, at a young age, I could have went a whole different way in life, but I took a different path where I had so many opportunities, you know, so many experiences at a young age, and I was able to travel, I was able to move, I found my person, you know, I have a kid, and I'm really young, and we have it, like, you know, we don't have it all the way together, but I know I have it together more than a lot of people. Not to say like they're not doing their stuff, but I know for my age, I'm doing a really good job, and I know where my life could have went and where it's at. So that's what I'm most proud of, because yeah, and just never giving up, because I've dealt with like a lot of battles in life, and I've never given up. Like, I'm just a very strong individual. So would you rather people perceive you as being kind, smart, or attractive? Kind. I feel like kindness just goes a long way. Like, you could be dumb and kind, and people are gonna like you because you're nice. You could be ugly and kind, and people are gonna like you because you're nice. I just feel like that's what makes the world go round, when you being nice to each other. How often do you do the do? I feel like once every other day. Sometimes like one time every day. Do you think you and Nick will ever do a video together? I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm open to it in the future, but it's not something like, you know, like, I know me and her get along, like, we're cool, so it's not something that needs to be done. But in the future, I would be open to it. I think it would be a good example for other people out there, just like similar situations, to see, you know. In the beginning, did all the hate got to you? It did, but it didn't. It did in a way I'm like, damn, like, these people don't even know me. Like I was just so confused. I was like, damn, how do these people hate me? Like, I didn't even do nothing to nobody. Like, what? Why do they hate me? And then I just got over it, and I had to realize, like, these people don't even know me. Like, of course they're gonna hate. You can't love somebody you don't know, you know? I feel like time has been, what, two years and something? Like, you know, the people that do know me and that understand me through this camera, they love me. So, have you ever ran a red light? I think, yeah, on accident. Why did you stop calling King Papa? I just feel like, I don't know. Once I had Ocean, it kind of just got old. So it's just more like, babe, babe. You know, it just made more sense. Honestly, I've never called anybody babe or babe. He's like the first person ever. But it kind of just came like naturally, rather than Papa, because, you know, I have a kid now. So I don't want her going around calling him Papa. I feel like that sounds old. Are there any YouTuber influencers you dislike? No, I really don't. Like, to say I'm on YouTube and stuff, I really don't watch YouTube like that. I really don't. Ah, you got me flowers, and I'm recording for my channel. Wow. Hi.
Will you remember that?
Thank you.
I know you love these.
Wow.
But they had, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, I'm gonna get you these.
Wow, babe, you got me some flowers. Thank you so much. And you got me some ice cream.
And boom.
What's this?
See, I know it have the coconut because we like coconut.
Oh, coconut non-dairy frozen dessert. Oh, thanks, babe.
It doesn't mean
Yeah, thank you. Wow, that was a great thing to put on my video.
There you go.
Remember that we was taking the ice bath?
Oh, you guys are you're gonna take one too.
Yeah.
You're gonna take an ice bath too. So cool, thanks. They smell so good.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And those ones just died, so
See, I figured that the vibe be like it, you know what I'm saying?
you got me flowers. Okay, y'all. Well, that will be it for this video. Like it, comment, share, subscribe. Catch y'all in the next video.